as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the second of our 2 games here on this Saturday as Super Wildcard Weekend continues here on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back. So we will start here at the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A big play there for the Niners. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
A second down throw for Purdy.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And this one is right through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has passed issue by sending people on blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jones.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Oh, some strong running.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Purdy from the gun. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Ray McCloud.
On the move past the 40. Still on his feet.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Deonte Banks there on the stop.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Back to throw, Purdy.
This is caught. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Purdy on the sneak.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the 49ers are able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it again with Barkley. Shoves him aside. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run forward Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA's. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 17-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
On the option right is Lance.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A'Shawn Robinson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 23. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. Purdy now to throw.
Throw left side, complete to McLeod. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. Stiff-armed him. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
65 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2 yards to go, second down.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Pitch and catch there good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
This out left. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk
as the first half is winding down.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so it's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Other side.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, going to be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jones now. to throw on second down.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Bama, Bama, Bama. Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach.
They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Jones on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And now off to the races down the right side.
Saquon Barkley.
Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 92 yards.
And the Giants are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's free to midfield.
And down to the 29-yard line.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.